Here's the VW Bug. I love this baby blue color. It's so nice, and the bright cheerfulness that I feel like the VW Bug has with its like almost smile here, the two eyes and the smile. Now even with this being an older set, don't remember from exactly what year, but it is an older set. It doesn't have the connected steering. That's how old it is. But even with that, and they're not having like the perfect pieces back then or all, they got the like curvature and all that done really well. Like, I want them to make another one. I want them to make a newer one with the new kind of curves and things and the new pieces that they've made to make it even better. But for what we have from this one is amazing. This comes with some accessories. It comes with the surfboard that can kind of, not very well, stand up. The one from the T2 camper van stands up a lot better. I also think it might be shorter than this one. This one's really long. Excuse my neighbor's dogs barking at people walking down the street. So ridiculous. But it is a yellow and green, and then it has some decorative stickers that it wanted you to put on there. So this one says wax. This one says Owl's Boards. Then there's, I'm not for sure what that one is. I think it's a surfing symbol, but I don't know what it stands for. And then it also comes with this cool little ice chest. It looks like an old time igloo ice chest with the red with the white and the little like gray handle clips. We can pop the lid off, and there is actually some stuff in there. So I have these light blue cheese wedges to act as ice for your cooler. And then it comes with 2 bottles and a can. Can doesn't have anything on it. It's just I think it's just a green can, right? Just a green can with the printed top on it. And then just the plain green bottles. You pop those back in there and then scatter your ice on there, and then the lid, those 2 gray ones are attached to, so you just line those back up, snap this back onto there. And then there is a sticker on this one. It's just a person surfing. There's one on either side. That's a neat little build of an ice chest like that. The Bug is a little dusty. I need to like vacuum it, but my vacuum hasn't been charged in a while, so won't be happening this time. This lovely little luggage rack up here is what holds everything perfectly. It has little snots for you to put the ice chest on either side and then slide this over. That's what that's for. But we'll start in the front. I feel like I always start in the front, so we'll continue that. Once again, not able to even turn these. Like, even with them not being connected, they don't turn. So these remain forward. The only way this Bug can go is forward. Cannot go sideways. It has that really neat, like, looking angles and all that. I feel like nowadays with the new bricks, they could probably get this smoothed in just a little bit better, which is why I want them to do another one so bad. What I really want them to do is Herbie from Love Bug. That would be so cool. I want that car so bad. That was my favorite car when I was a kid. But we have this nice blue. They have a lot of slope work here, getting this nice slope detail so that the car is not a stud bug like its one before it. We have all the nice slopes. We have this flexi rod here to act as that centerpiece. These are put in there on clips, if I remember correctly, to give it that nice angle. We can open this up. It ratchets. It's on a ratchet, ratchet hinges. That's what it's called. Here is your gas tank with the printed VW Bug or VW symbol on it, on a 1x1, and then your spare tire. So it comes with 5 tires, but there is a hole all the way through right here So it's not like, you know, the best spot for, like, the tire just barely doesn't go through there, but as long as it doesn't fall through, it's okay. So the bottom is not completely encased. We do have these side mirrors, but they're on hinges and they like to fall off quite often, but they're not as bad as the London bus ones that constantly want to fall apart. It does have front hinging doors that they hinge all the way out like so. Back obviously doesn't open. It's not supposed to. We'll take a look at the inside in just a second. We continue this way. We do not have glass here. The front two windows, so the driver and the passenger doors, don't have glass in them. So apparently their windows are rolled down. We do have front glass. We do not have like special made glass at this point because that has a sticker running down there of the blue to make it look like it is actually connected. So, which is cool that they thought about that, but they didn't yet have the ability, I guess, at this time when this one came out to do it. Once again, this is so dusty, which is why I like to have my Lego in cases, but cases take up so much room and they're so hard to find for certain sets. Turn this on the back. We have some more of those stickers that were on the surfboard in the back glass. There is actual back glass, angled, just the right angle with these cool pieces, triangle angle pieces, really cool. We have the bumper that has the racket hinges as well, and we also have the license plate there as well. We can pop this open and actually see an engine though. I like this because you can actually see the engine. There is an engine there. Whereas on the T2 camper van, it's such a small place you can't see the engine. I like being able to see said engine inside. Very nice. We have big wheel wells here. 2 of them. And then space, 2 of them. Oh, like I said, for it being an older set, they did really well with it. They even got the running board correctly. I mean, they did really well. They even also gave us, I forgot to show you, gave us handles on the inside of the doors. So, I mean, they did a really good job. I just would love to see what they could do now. Like, I'd love to see an updated version, and I'd love for it to be the Love Bug. Now, somehow, there we go. So this whole top piece here will pop off. That's holding that, and there is the singular rods running down either side. And the the passenger and driver's seat are extremely dusty, but you know, it's because the windows were rolled down for forever. Now, they were not exact in the fact that this does not have floor pedals. It does have the big steering wheel with the VW symbol on it, has the gear shift knob down here, and that's about it. It has one printed tile, but you can't see it really for the steering wheel of where the speedometer would be. That is literally it. Awesome. We do have the option of moving these just a little bit though, not very much. Oh, it's because they're hitting the door. Let me open the door. It's been a while since I built this. This one can go all the way forward like that so that someone else could climb back here to get into the back seat. There's no real special things in the back seat. There's not even seat belts in this one like the Stud Bug had. The Stud Bug has seat belts. This one doesn't even have seat belts. But this back seat can go forward like this, and then we have a blanket. This is the other thing that comes with it. There is a beach towel. So that was really cool. We have a little beach towel to go with our surfboard, our cooler, make a little scene out of it. But I didn't want this to get messed up, just being out on top of the car. So we rolled it up and we had stuck it behind the seat. I'm gonna roll it back up. And you can kind of see, let me put this down right here. don't know how well you can see it, but when you put this back seat forward like this, there is no actual wall dividing the cabin, technically, from the trunk. So those studs right there are where the trunk are. So you could open it up and see partly through. It's not actually fully closed off. There's no detail really back there. There's no detail really in the floors, no seat belts. Like I said, the only real detail inside of the Bug for inside the cabin is the doors have the handles, which is nice. It has the gear shift knob, the handbrake. I don't know if you saw it, because it's black. But the handbrake and the gear shift knob is down there, but it's black, so of course it doesn't look that well. And then we have a little stud that I guess is supposed to represent where the glove box would be. So for interior, not much there. The outside though, it is beautiful on the outside. It has, let me put this back on before I lose it. There we go. It has a beautiful exterior. The exterior is really well polished off. The interior, not much there. But that is okay, because usually all you see is the outside. I would like for the interior to have like the typical things you would find inside. The seat belts and rear view mirrors and stuff like that. This one doesn't even have the windshield wipers that the big one does. I still want to take apart my big stud Bug that I got and build it, because I think that would be so cool to build that old set. Well, I might do that someday. But I realized that before I could really do that and compare the two Bugs, I hadn't really given you a video on this. This is one of my favorite creator cars I have that's not like, you know, themed after a show like the 1966 Batmobile. This, I love the bright colors of it. It's simple. It's just adorable. I love the accessories it comes with. Very nice. I feel like a lot of the newer cars that they are doing are dark colored cars, which I mean is okay. But I think the bright VW Bug and even the T2 camper van I have, and I hope someday to get the T1 camper van, they're all really neat. Now this Bug, the first version of it, was the dark blue stud Bug. I hope to take that apart pretty soon and like build it according to the instructions, since I have the instructions, and then that way I can like make sure all the pieces are there. So I'm like doing it because I want to build the stud Bug, but also because I want to make sure that everything's there. So watch out for that video coming hopefully soon. I can have time to do that. But I just wanted to show you one of my favorite cars in my collection. As I said, I do want them to make an updated one. Like, I feel like we should have another VW Bug. We had the first VW Bug ever, which was the stud Bug. We had this one that was an upgrade to it, but now, this one, I don't remember how many years old it is. I should have looked it up. Now they have pieces that, like, they could have special make glass for it, have a lot smoother pieces and angles on it. Really, I just want them to make Herbie from the Love Bug. That would be so cool. As I said, it was one of my favorite cars growing up. I loved that one long before I even saw the 1966 Batmobile. So Herbie has really been one of my favorite cars for forever. When I was a kid, I always wanted a white VW Bug, and I was going to paint it with red and blue racing stripes and put a 53 on it. But I never did get my VW Bug like that. I got this one instead. But I'm hoping someday maybe they'll make some version of it. When I was showing you this glass from earlier that has a sticker element on it, that there's also one here to give more of a curve, so it wouldn't be such a straight cut off right here, but there's also some on the back. There's one here and one there because the glass was too far over, I guess. They didn't have the shorter glass pieces at the time, maybe. So they were using stickers. This set did come with a lot of stickers. If I remember correctly, the only printed piece on here was the VW circular 1x1 symbols. And I think there's only like 3 of those. Though. This is what I mean by the mirrors. This one was up and this one was down and it just looked weird. Or if it's like this, they both need to be up like this. Or they both need to be like this. I forgot to show you the underside of this car. It looks kind of funny with the tire just sticking out of the bottom of the car. Like even from here. You can see the tire. Like that's one thing that could be improved. That is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this very simple car that they did great on the outside. Could have done more interior work, but the outside of this car is gorgeous. I can't wait for hopefully someday when they even improve more. Like, that would be cool if we had stud bug, this one, and then another improvement, so I could see how Lego has improved with the creator car lineup. But I hope you all enjoyed Lego Legod. Bye everybody. Beep beep. I'm testing out a new tripod today and I'm loving it so far. You are actually taller than I am, which is weird. My other tripod was a lot shorter than me. And you are taller than me and I don't even have it extended all the way up. Okay, let's see here. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. You're up on the ceiling. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'll ever have to use that. That's so cool. I think I'll just leave you down there.